Hey guys, Todd here, and thanks for watching. These are my AfterShokz Airs. The AfterShokz was so nice to give me a couple of pair to try out, all from a tweet. If you watched my first video of unboxing, I was just blown away that they sent me so much. And these are really cool. I put them on the day I got them and I went out on the trail. They're super flexible. They're very light. I was worried that when you put them on and you just put it over your ear so it doesn't go in your ear hole, just sits on there. I was worried that they would sweat and start to slip. I can tell you I've done 15-mile sweating terribly, 15 miles in these without any slipping. I also filmed for Solomon at the Pikes Peak Marathon, chasing the top 5 women towards the end, down the last couple of miles on Bar Trail. So we were booking 5-minute mile down those switchbacks, and I'm GoProing it, and I'm trying to record all these fast women flying down the hill without tripping over rocks, and I forgot I had them on. I was amazed and blown away on how light they feel, and no flopping around, no sweating issues. In the wind, they work really well. That was initially one thought that I thought, well, once you get that wind whipping, you won't be able to hear them at all. But since it's this bone technology, and so it's you can actually hear quite well even in wind. And I had it going a full training run with a buddy of mine, and we're conversing, and he didn't even realize I had music going the whole time. I can hear comfortably. But more than just, for me anyways, this is really what I love about this company, AfterShokz. So kudos to you guys, AfterShokz. But within that first week, I was out on the trail, I had them on. It was really kind of a rainy, nasty day, and I saw 3 people total. And in this park, I normally would see a half a dozen to a dozen people running, walking their dogs, running. And I'm very vocal. I realize that, hey, I'm a pretty tall male runner coming up, and for anybody, I try to give them really good notice well in advance. Don't want to scare you, runner, and I'll say it very loudly. And I was coming up on this girl with 2 dogs. The 2 dogs were just doing their own thing. They were on a leash, and she was bopping along, running in the muddy trail. And I yelled out, "Runner coming up!" And she didn't hear me at all. I didn't get a head move. I didn't get a nod, a thumbs up, or anything. And so I got about halfway closer, and I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Runner coming up on you!" For 1, I didn't want to scare her. For 2, I didn't want the dogs to freak out and attack me. They were all oblivious. And so I kind of wanted to scare her at this point. Folks, this was 1 week after, in the headlines, the gentleman who took down a trail runner female, raped her, killed her. So I'm very sensitive to this, especially for the opposite sex. But even for me, I'm worried about some cracked out people. 2 or 3 of them could take me, and if I'm doing a workout and I'm huffing and puffing, so I'm vulnerable, and these are great. But I came up to her, I'm doing a 7.5-minute mile. She's doing about a 9-minute mile. I come up on her quick. I tap her on her shoulder. She freaks out. Ah! And we had a night. I stopped my watch. She stops her watch. We had a very nice conversation, but what'd she do? She pulled out her earbuds. So she had 2 earbuds in, and she had that music going pretty loud. First thing she said was, "Oh wow, I didn't think I would see anybody in the park today." That really hit home to me, because I'm not a creeper, but if I was, that's the exact type of day that I would be out, because I'm less likely to be seen when I try to take somebody out, right? So you got to think of it that way too. Yeah, you're less likely to see a creep, but creepers are less likely to see everybody else. So the likelihood of an attack, it doesn't matter time or day, weather or whatnot. But I took them off, and I said, "You have to try these on." And I had it Bluetooth to my phone. I had music going. She put them on. She's like, oh oh my gosh, what are these called? She asked for my phone number because her husband is a runner, and she's like, wow, we live just on the other side of the park from where you told me you do. Do you like to go on group runs? So yeah, I love it. Here, here's my phone number. Give me a call. She texted me the next day again and said, what was the name of those headphones? So I wanted to scare her and tell her that story if she doesn't watch the news, but to show her the benefit of something like this. I saw my first ever mountain lion. I heard deer, mostly rabbit and ground squirrel, but I can hear all that stuff off of my peripheral. I can hear them on the trail. I don't have my music blaring or anything, and nobody can hear it around me because it's just on my bone, and they're really nice. So again, AfterShokz isn't paying me for this, but this is just, it really hits home to me because they're a safety benefit to everybody out there, males and females. If you're a mountain biker, if you're a runner, if you're a hiker, they're just a great safety benefit. The sound quality is really good. I've taken phone calls on them. There's a microphone right here, and you'd think with it being up here that you wouldn't be able to get very good vocal. My wife says the sound quality is very clear and concise, so that was nice. If you're outside and you like to listen to your music when you're running, do not be caught off guard with anybody sneaking up behind you. Put these on. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. AfterShokz, again, thanks for sending me these. These are awesome, and I've been telling everybody about it. Hopefully I sold a few pairs for you. These are really great. I'm super impressed with them. So like, subscribe, and keep these videos coming. The more responses I get, the more I'm encouraged to do some more like this. And as you can see from behind me, I've been changing some things around, and I got a little microphone, and so I'm trying to make them better and more enjoyable for you all to watch. So any support you guys can give me, I appreciate it, and have a great day.